Hi everybody and welcome to another super exciting edition of C4. Let's meet the first lovely team on our left. Hello.
Hello.
You're not you. Okay. Hello, you're Autumn, aren't you?
Yes.
Okay. And what show do you work for?
People in the Know.
I've heard that. It's okay. And you are an educational expert from Harvard, is that right?
No.
Okay.
I'm from Boston College.
Really? Okay, you lied on your application then, sir. Your name is Nick Wan.
Yes, that's my English name.
Okay, well, at least one thing was true. Okay, let's move to the right where we have the delightful, hello, Stuart Wiggett. Oh, embarrassing again. Stuart, hello.
Hello.
Okay, it's lovely to see you here.
Lovely to see you
What
too.
have you been working on recently?
The recent HIV/AIDS conference in Washington.
Oh, okay, well that sounds hugely exciting. And Ding Lulu, hello to you too. Are you doing the silent treatment? She's turned into a moody Chinese girlfriend now. Not talking to anybody. Okay, well would you like to say something at least?
Hiya.
Okay, better than nothing. Okay, well let's move on to the first story, please. Ding Lulu has literally dinged in. Okay, what would you, she is fast and I would know. What would you like to say about the story, Ding Lulu?
That's the Beijing rainstorm which happened a while ago that has killed at least 37 people.
A while ago indeed, because we have no idea when this is going on air. Okay, does anyone know how many years this is the worst storm for? I'm sorry, my syntax was awful in that sentence. Yes?
61 years.
61 years. It was 60 or 61. More than 60. Okay, and how many people were killed?
Ding Lulu's already
Yeah.
said. At least 37
Oh, because
people.
when I look at her, I can't comprehend. Hello. How many people were killed, Ding Lulu? Tell me.
37.
At least 37.
Unfortunately.
I'll give that to you, although there's not really any points. Okay, how much damage was done, Autumn?
10 billion yuan.
She remembered from rehearsals, that's marvellous. Okay, it was indeed 10 billion yuan worth of damage was done. How many people suffered losses? Nick won.
10,000.
What? You were in the rehearsal 5 minutes ago.
190 something.
It's, oh, I've got something in my eye.
1.9
It's
million.
1.9 million.
Oh, 1.9 million.
Tears in my eyes. Okay, now Beijing people have been complaining about something related to the Forbidden City. Does anyone want to tell me?
Is it that their drainage, the drainage system in the Forbidden City is far superior to the one that surrounds their apartments?
It is very true. You're absolutely right. Do you know how old the Forbidden City drainage system is?
Really
600
old.
years.
600.
Okay, I got two answers. Points for you, double points for you. Okay, 600 indeed, and there was no rainwater accumulating in the Forbidden City, even though the drainage system was 600 years old, but everywhere else there was a lot of rain. Now, Autumn, you look very scared, so calm down, nothing's going to happen to you.
Okay.
Okay. Maybe. Now, what did you do during the rainstorm?
Well, I didn't know how bad it was going to get, so I actually went out in the afternoon to go to the gym, be healthy, and by the time I got out, the streets were flooded and I had a lot of trouble getting home.
Shocking indeed. What about you, Ding Lulu? What did you do in the rain? You're a bit of a swimmer, aren't you? Did you swim in the flood?
No, I got stuck on the road for 4 hours when I was driving home.
You've got your own car?
I have.
Wow, she's a rich one. Okay, and did your car get swept away? Or
No,
were you
no, it was good.
boring? Okay, Nick Wan, what happens when it floods in Boston? Because you are indeed a professor of Harvard University in Boston.
Boston College.
Whatever.
In Boston, they have this amphibian duck tour buses that can actually go into the water. So it can actually go on the road and into the water. So I'm thinking Beijing should buy some of those buses too.
Okay, it was really cute, like Autumn just then. You were like his English teacher, like, keep going. It's very, you're doing well, yes. What about in Wolverhampton, Stuart Wiggin?
Oh, well, I was going to say London's sewage system is very old, similar to the one underneath Forbidden City.
Okay, we've moved on from that now. But yeah, what about in Wolverhampton when it floods?
In Wolverhampton, where I live, it doesn't flood because we're above sea level. But in places like Sheffield, it floods because it was built in a valley.
Why would you... Why would you build a city in a valley?
Looks nice, I guess.
Okay, but it's obviously not very practical. Do you think, Ding Lulu, that technology has gone backwards, or do you think construction companies just cut corners these days?
Maybe they cut corners, but because in the Qing dynasty, the emperor used to own everything, so they can have everything, you know, relocated to build the Forbidden Palace.
Okay.
Not nowadays.
Who owns everything these days then?
Everyone, the people.
Yeah. Anyway, before we move on to the next story, let's just take a look at something that happened in Shandong recently. Take a look at this photo. Actually, 18 police officers launched a huge operation to save a drowning woman, and it turned out that she was nothing but a rubber sex doll. They spent.
I have to say that there was one floated past my apartment as well.
A woman or a sex doll?
A sex doll.
Why did you chuck your sex doll in the river?
It wasn't mine.
Okay, well, whatever. Anyway, apparently they spent an hour and medical teams were called, and then in the end they pulled it out, and it was just a deflated sex doll. Have you ever seen such a thing, Autumn?
No, never.
Okay, well, since you've never seen it, let's move on to the next story, please. Okay, who wants to buzz in and tell me what is the relevance of this weird image? Yes, Stuart Wiggin.
It's a broken heart.
It is indeed a broken heart. Have you suffered many broken hearts, Mr. Wiggin?
None.
What a happy face you have. What about you, Ding Lulu?
No.
Not broken-hearted?
No.
Okay.
No.
Your eyes are full of sadness. I don't know why. Are you full of melancholy?
No.
Your tooth is very shiny. What do you have
Thank
on your
you.
tooth? It's lovely. Okay, well, before I get carried away with Ding Lulu, hello, let's move on to the actual story itself. Does anyone want to tell me what's the relevance of a broken heart to this week's news? Nick 1.
It just scared me off.
Oh dear, Nick 1's not doing a very good job. Let's go to Nick 2. Yes.
This is about
God,
broken-hearted
everyone's-
broken-hearted people being treated nicely at work.
That is true, because there is news that at some companies you get 3 days rest if you break up with your spouse or lover.
Is that enough?
Is it enough to? It's enough to get over a lover, but maybe not a spouse.
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah, I think so. I just wonder, how do they check this? I mean, you could break up with people every week if you're a naughty young man. I mean, if you're like Nick 1 and you have a new girlfriend every week, you could have half the year off.
I
couldn't
know,
you?
right?
Nothing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Does
what's
it
that?
depend?
It's nothing.
He's nothing.
It's nothing.
Oh, I thought you were like, he's nothing. Nobody wants to date Nick 1. Okay. I thought you were being a cow, but you're still lovely.
Does
What
it
is
depend on if you're the person who broke up?
I think if you
With
did
the person?
if you did the breaking up, then I think you probably get less time off.
If you come
Although
in,
I made that
I
up.
broke up with someone. I want my days off.
Exactly. Well, I don't actually know how it's going to work. Another microblogger was talking about their company, saying that there are activities for females to socialize with other companies where males are the majority. Now, CRI, we have a female majority. Not on this show, obviously, but it's actually true. What do you do, CRI girls, when you want to find a boy?
Well, I heard that they actually set us up with guys from other companies.
Okay. What is the policy on actually dating men from CRI itself, if you wanted to?
I think that's fine because I see quite a few lovebirds here in CRI.
Lovebirds, eh? I like that. What's that?
I said, ooh.
You are a dirty bugger, Wiggin. Okay, what is Alibaba, Nick 1? You get a chance to redeem yourself for your previous retardation.
Alibaba is an e-platform for people to sell stuff.
He's done it. Nick 1 has done. Applause for Nick 1. Don't applaud yourself. That's stupid. Okay, it is indeed a selling platform online, and the founder, Ma Yun, actually hosts group weddings for the staff every year. One of your friends got married in an Alibaba group wedding, didn't they?
Not group wedding.
Just a single wedding.
Yeah,
Okay.
but they're both from Alibaba.
Okay, so you can have like as many concubines as you want at Alibaba. Marvellous. I might go and work there. Now, what benefits do CRI staff get, Lulu?
What do you mean?
Well, like, do you get introduced, do you get time off when you break up or anything like that?
I don't think so.
Okay.
Maybe they should.
You're looking quite tearful. Okay, well, hold it together. Okay. What do you think, Nick 1? Are office romances good or bad?
Well, it depends.
Okay, fascinating. Awesome. Do you think office romances are good or bad? Try better than Nick.
Well, I think it does depend, but it depends because I think it's okay if it's a long-term, stable, healthy relationship, but if it's something that's just
If it's
messy,
an unhealthy 50 Shades of Grey
in
type
a lot of
relationship.
Western companies, it's in your contract that you're not allowed to date colleagues.
What
whereas
happens,
I don't know if that's the case
what
in
happens
China.
if you do date a colleague in a company where you've signed a contract?
You can be fired.
You can actually be fired for
you
dating?
can both be fired, but I don't know if that happens in China.
Lulu, would you choose career or love?
Oh,
Yes.
long pause.
Love.
Okay, so that means we can be together. Marvelous. Okay, happy days for everybody. Okay, Autumn, I was wondering, if CRI organised a group company wedding, would you like to take part in it?
Well, yeah, I mean, if there was someone that I really wanted to marry, it kind of wouldn't matter how we got married.
Okay, so it wouldn't matter that CRI was overseeing it?
No.
Okay, obviously it would be a low-budget wedding.
That's okay.
And they would film it on poor-quality cameras.
You have a red
That's
banner.
fine. It's all
You probably
good.
get a magnetic paperclip holder as a gift. Okay, well, anyway, before we get too depressed by CRI's zero budget, let's move on to the next story, please. Okay, why are they measuring this girl? Nick 1 reached out his hand in an incredibly dirty way and wants to say,
If the girl's short skirt is less than 38 centimeters long, they can get a discount to go into the amusement park.
it is an amusement park called Guilin Maryland Park. Stuart Wiggin, I know that you are itching to tell us why 38 centimeters is the length of the skirt.
Because 3/8 is the date of Women's Day in China.
Let's all just look at the camera and say, wow. You didn't say wow.
I did.
Did you? Didn't hear you.
Very
Too quiet.
quietly.
I'll watch it in playback. Okay. And this rule has actually been in effect since 2007. It's in July and August. I should clarify that the girls have to be over 18 years of age. No paedophilia going on.
And female members of staff measure the skirt.
Okay, so it's not men, because I was actually going to apply for the job of skirt measurer, but unfortunately not.
What if the girls bring lawn pants into the park?
What do you mean long
Well,
pants?
they're allowed to
They
wear a
change.
short skirt to get their discount, 50% off, and then when they get into the park, they're allowed to change.
I have not
Really?
researched it
What
in
have they
that
changed?
amount of detail, but
I think the record is 23 centimeters.
how much is that? Like that much?
Just cover up your
barely.
bottom.
Your bottom. I like it. Say it again.
Your bottom.
Oh, I'm going to watch this later. Okay. Would you be happy to get a discount in this way, Ding Lulu? Would you turn up in a bottom covering skirt?
No, I don't think so.
So you would reveal your bottom for a discount? Disgusting. Autumn, what about you? Would you wear a skirt to get a discount?
No, definitely
You
not.
wouldn't. Nick 1, would you?
Oh no, definitely not.
Okay. Well,
Nobody
if I
would wanna
wore a
see
skirt
that.
for a discount, it would have to be longer than 10 inches.
27,000 people took advantage of this promotion
27,
last
eh?
year.
That's
Wow.
shocking. Well, would you be happy if your girlfriend wore an incredibly short skirt in order to get a discount? If you were paying,
Depends
yeah.
how much the discount was, I guess. If it was a free flight to the Maldives, then
Yeah.
sure.
Okay. What about half-price entry into Guilin Maryland Park?
Probably not.
Okay, I'm glad that we've got some tradition on this show. Would this be allowed in the West, Autumn? Like, you come from a lovely little island called Rhode Island, don't you? Where there's very little crime, according to you.
Yes.
Yes. How would women react in Rhode Island if Rhode Island Maryland theme park brought in such a rule?
Well, I'm sure some would be okay with it, but not everyone would, and I think it would cause a stir.
Would you be there with a bazooka?
Bazooka, probably not.
Okay, good. She's not a terrorist. That's good.
But yeah, I mean, I'd have something to say about it. It's objectifying, and the other thing is it's kind of unequal. Why don't men have to do
Where do
anything
you
to get a
stand on
discount?
Ladies' Night?
Ladies' night. I don't like that. Again, it's the whole inequality thing.
It's unequal for men, because many times I've been to ladies' night and some hideously ugly women have been let in for half price. It's just not fair. It's brutal indeed. Wiggin, would you go into a theme park topless for a 50% discount? Never.
No,
Okay.
never.
What about you, Nick 1? You've got a fine body.
No.
Okay.
No.
You
know
could
what?
you could probably get 75% off. Look at you.
No,
Ring.
I actually think that this would be done in Boston. 'Cause
It
there
would.
Are a lot of students.
It would be acceptable.
Yeah, yeah. There are a lot of students.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, anyway, if you want to do it, if you want to open a theme park in Boston, then go ahead, because Nick will take his shirt off and the girls will wear very short skirts. Anyway, let's move on to the final story of this absolutely delightful day, please. Okay, there's a lot of beating going on. Does anyone want to buzz in and tell me the... Oh, kick in the spine. What's going on? Ding Lulu was so shocked there that she couldn't even hit the bell end. Okay, what's going on?
Well, there was a maniac who stabbed a man to the ground, and a kung fu master just jumped in and kicked him on the back.
I don't think it was a kung fu master. It was just someone came up and kicked him in the spine. Even you could do a flying kick to the spine.
I'll just
Ding
add
Lulu.
some facts to that. So
Okay,
this is a
that's
mentally
the
ill
point of the show.
person who went who broke in or gained
walked
access to
into-
the campus of Guizhou Normal University and stabbed 2 security guards, injured a 3rd, and some have a go hero took him out.
Have a go. Took him out. What's this all about? Took him out. Worked for the
care of
CIA.
business.
Okay, so Wiggin has actually given us the main details of it. Do you actually know the name of the have a go hero, as you call him?
Was it Huang Qiaohua?
It's Zheng Huai-chan.
No, it wasn't what I said.
Yeah, it wasn't what you said, not at all. And he has a nickname, Ding Lulu. What is his highly original nickname?
Flying kick, brother.
It is Flying Kick Brother indeed. Now, Nick 1, you are Chinese, so according to caricature, you are obviously a top-flight martial artist. Would you ever get involved in such a situation? If someone was stabbing everyone in Boston College, would you bravely kick the assailant in the spine?
I would.
You would?
Yeah.
Would you expect to be a hero after that?
No.
You'd be on Oprah. You would indeed.
Oprah's over.
Is she? Yeah, she's finished. I thought she had her own network.
So therefore, he wouldn't attack the assailant.
Exactly, because Oprah's not on air anymore. Let everyone die. It doesn't matter.
No, I would do it just to save the person.
That is if it was hot. Okay, the person is hot. I mean, not the day. What about you, Autumn?
Yes.
In America, they often have these strange situations going on. Would you ever get involved in order to save your fellow man or woman?
Well, I mean, if it was a case, you kind of are obligated to step in and help. I don't know. It's just
human nature.
I don't think you really.
This show has
take
got awfully philosophical all of a sudden.
No. Yeah, well, I just don't think that when you're in those situations that you stop and think. A lot of people just act.
I'm sorry, my iPad got so bored it turned itself off. I've got to put. There, it's back on now. Okay, let me just ask Ding Lulu. In China, I thought people don't often get involved in these situations. Like we saw the whole Yue thing where people just kept driving by and walking by after the girl was squashed. So in this situation, why do you think this guy had to go?
Well, it's because the maniac turned around, I think. Maybe one of the reasons.
Okay, so since he was able to kick him bravely in the spine, that was why he had to go.
Yeah, but it's still very brave, I'd say.
Okay, truly brave indeed. And Wiggin, you are not a master of Kung Fu.
I'm not, no.
That was all I wanted to know. Okay, do you guys, let's open it up to the floor, because the show's coming to an end, thank God. Do you guys think that security at schools in China is too poor? Because this happened at Guizhou Normal University.
I think it's lacking. It's lacking, because they employ security guards who haven't necessarily got much training.
Also who seem to wear their father's uniforms.
And they're probably not getting paid enough to risk their lives.
That's it. If you don't get paid enough, you don't care. That's why CRI, I shan't say that. Okay, but anyway, I remember last year there were lots of stabbings at primary schools, for example. Have they beefed up security there, Ding Lulu? You're a news person.
I think they did.
You think? Top quality news journalist.
It depends it depends what kind of kindergarten it is. If it's a private one that has cash, they can afford.
Of course they can. If it's a state one, they can just throw textbooks at them from the 1980s. I have to say, when I worked at a university long ago, before I became a star of the media, they often employ... Shut up, Wiggin. Shut up, Lulu. Shut up, all of you, actually. Okay, go back to Harvard, okay? I have to say, some of the security guards were really old, because they just employ anyone who's sitting around, and you would have these people suffering from Alzheimer's who barely knew who they were. They couldn't even stop their children, let alone anyone else. So I think maybe security does need to be beefed up. Nick, one, agree, disagree?
I do agree. Yeah.
Okay, well that's why you're on the show, because you're a yes man. Okay, anyway, I think we should just about wrap it up now. So this week's prize is absolutely wonderful. It is one wonderful night at a 5-star hotel with Nick Wan.
Oh, no.
Okay, and given that Autumn is looking so jolly, I think Autumn, you have won the prize.
Thank
so
you.
very well done. After the lights and camera go out, we'll send them off to their 5-star hotel for the night. And don't forget, if you want to check out the show on Weibo, it is down below. And if you want to check out the email address so you can write in and tell me how wonderful the show is, it's also down below. Thank you for that, Wiggin. Let's just check. Did you guys have fun?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Would you like to come back again, Nick?
I do. Thank you for having me.
Okay. Well, we shan't have you again. But anyway, thank you for coming this one time. And Ding Lulu, what about you?
I did have fun.
You did. Do you want to have more fun?
I had fun. I
don't care whether you had
credits.
fun, Wiggin. Anyway, I think that's just about it. So I'll see you next week for more C4. Bye for now.